want to show you a fun way to up your Instagram or Facebook story game. Get creative and not just have your photos carouseling through. Let's go. So I'm going to use these Canva Instagram templates and do a redesign. So I always go to position first, make sure you're in layers, and then I want to see what exactly were all the elements that were in this particular template that the designer created. And how can I shift it and change it and make it my own? So I thought this was super cute, makes it look like a phone in camera mode. There's just a picture in the background. There is the little video right here. So I took it up a couple notches. I changed out the background picture. I changed out the video. I added the text of beach trip, and that was basically just turning it on its side. This is lemonade display for both of those, and I got the font color by looking at the photo color suggestions. Then this up here, this is just a little frame, so you can actually remove the picture. So I removed the picture and put this in like it's the selfie waiting in the camera roll. Then I came down to this one. So going back to layers again to do design detective work, I see where all the different little elements are. These are just individual square pictures, because when I delete, it actually goes away. There wasn't a frame there. And then there's this cool little shadow element living in the background. So what I did is I changed the background, went to colors, and actually chose an Instagram sort of gradient color there. But when you use gradients, I could go up here and I could change these colors just a little bit if I wanted to. So that's that color off to the left. And then I could change. That's how the background gradient works. I just changed this to May, and I added these little Polaroid frames instead of just these square pictures, so that maybe you could use this month after month and just bring in from your camera roll new pictures of what you had done that month. Then this little shadow behind, I found this in Elements. I just typed rectangle shadow, and I just found this guy. So I had this one, and it's giving that drop shadow effect right there, but I wanted it up top as well. I just duplicated it, but now I want to flip it vertically and horizontally. So now it's over here off to the side. It's way in the front. I need to pull it to the back. And then you can just readjust a little bit. Then there was this cute one. So again, back to position, look at what all of the different elements are. These are also little Polaroid frames. So what I ended up doing was I found this iridescent picture in the background. Let me detach it so you can see what it was and have it not pop into a frame. That's always the challenging part. So it's just an iridescent background. So again, I want to pull it all the way in the back to try and avoid having the frames try to eat it. So I removed a few of the tapes because I went in and at Elements, I typed in push pin and found this really, really cute iridescent kind of pinky color. So I put those around where I removed the tape just to give it a little bit different look. And then I went through my elements and I typed in iridescent makeup, iridescent model, those kind of things. And I came across a bunch of imagery that I just played with to create a little bit more of maybe a mood board. And then on this one, back to position, pretty simple, pretty easy, but they definitely had sort of that vintage look with it. And I wanted to kick it up a couple notches. So what I did with mine is, these are Polaroid pictures again, Polaroid frames. So I typed in disco ball. I found these super cool little images. And then I found the background. So here's the background picture. I knew that I wanted to add some sort of glitter movement effects. I like to have something kind of happening in the background. But I also really liked the depth and the extra little colors and gradients of this picture. So I ended up duplicating this picture. So it is also right here, but then I did edit photo and I removed the background. So that gave me the opportunity. This is the balls here, the disco balls, lined up. I was able to put the glittery pink movement sparkle video. And if I had it all the way down, it would cover this picture. So I brought it up to where off to the right here, you can see that the pinky purple orchid color is popping through. So I just kind of pulled it to there. And now I have movement there. This is also a video. So I will show you how they all look when we're done being design detectives. Then I found this super cute one. This would be a great way of making an Instagram story, but I changed it up. This had this floral picture in the background. And I really liked that, but I was like, okay, this could be her laying in bed, and this is an actual cell phone frame. So you can pop a picture in there. I was like, how about that picture that you put in there, put it in the background? So what I ended up doing, let me back out of these so you can see exactly what I did, because this one was fun. So I took her picture, I duplicated it, lined it back up together, and I want to go to position, put them together, hold down Shift, click, because I want to size them together. So this one, I'm going to pull back behind the phone. This one, I'm going to put in the frame of the phone. Now when I take this and increase the size, it gets to a point that I can do that little bit of lineup. And it looks like it's just doubling the picture. It's almost like she's sitting inside the picture, but then she's also in the background. So I thought that was super fun. I loved this font. It's Amsterdam 4, but I went ahead and changed it up to Stoic, and that font has an effect on it. The effect is shadow, and the background color is black, but notice what they did with the transparency. See, if you look at Good Morning, it got that little bit of gray color because it just went softer, had a more transparent look to it. So that's something that I could absolutely change around to pink. And those were the Canva templates and my redesigns. Let's take a look how they turned out.